So, GrindStein.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Lamp's Lab.
Hey, pleasure to be here, man.
It's good to have you. You know, we've been trying to do this for a little minute, but it's finally time.
Right.
As we was just talking a little bit, this is like a series of interviews of just, you know, people in the area that's doing things, you know,
right.
all different type of things. So,
Okay.
obviously, this is our first show, the first interview that we are even doing. So
yeah, that's legendary.
yeah, so
Yeah,
you know, I'm happy to do that. So
I feel solid about that.
yeah. So you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm with it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So you were born in Cincinnati?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, like around what part were you born?
Actually, it was they say I'm from like Middletown, right? But it's basically I was born in Cincinnati, grew up in Lincoln Heights. I was living out there till like the 4th grade, and then I moved out to Forest Park, and basically just grew up in the suburb area up until I was older. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So what was it like growing up in those areas? Far as parents, you like two parents, one parent, siblings, stuff like that.
Like I never had my father in my life, so just growing up with my mother and my granny. I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters on my mother's side. I got 2 sisters on my father's side.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just the 5 of us just growing up with my granny and my mother, you know. Living in Lincoln Heights, I just basically salute my granny because I just, like, looking back on everything, I can see the transition of her just seeing that, okay, she got to raise us, the 5 kids, because my mother, she was in the streets for real, like, I mean, not having a father. Like my granny, she just took the role of both of them. So, like I said, I salute her, like her grind, her hustle. I think that's really where I get a whole lot of my stuff from, because I just always seen her working, always seen her hustle, her craft, and all that stuff, though. So, I mean, it was a struggle as far as, like, where the location was, but I really never witnessed the struggle as far as, like, actually seeing it. Like,
Right.
I mean, we probably been messed up, but at the same time, I think we just make the best out of what we had, that type stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself, were you a good kid growing up, or did you get in trouble a lot, or?
I felt like I was in the middle, though. You hear me? Like, I was good, and when it comes to being bad, I was good enough to get away from, you know, get away with it type stuff. So, I was always told that I was a good kid, though. You feel me? Like my brothers, you know, they live too, though. You feel me? So they always say like, you the good one out of all of them. I just look at it like, okay, I'm just getting away. You hear me? So, but yeah, I feel like I've been a good kid, though.
And you mentioned your siblings. Did you used to see them and hang out with them a lot growing up, or were they just kind of, some of them you didn't have a relationship with? How's the relationship with your siblings?
Like, it's growing, like being young, we was always around each other, you know, but like now that we older, everybody like grown and got lives and stuff like that. So, and like for real, like I'm like hell of an entrepreneur, so my time is really limited. So when I do come around, I always get cussed out because I barely be around. You hear me? So, but it's I always keep in contact with them. You know, it's still our love, though. You feel me? Our bond is still thick. It's still solid. Yeah.
Right. And you got a twin, right?
Yeah.
What's that like? What was that like having a twin? And y'all identical or fraternal, or
We fraternal. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What's it like having a twin? Or people have real close siblings, but you know that's different.
Yeah.
Sharing the womb together and all that stuff.
Right.
How's it having a twin?
I mean, as far as like my experience, it's like so unique. You hear me? Like I look at it like twins are very rare. Like twins are put here to show people that it's not just all about you type. You feel me? Like a lot of people can get in their selfishness ways and stuff like that. I just always look at life like it was never about me from the jump. So that's how I move, you know, in general. But it's a unique experience though. Like me and my twin, we like night and day. You hear me? Like, but like it's like he been in the streets a lot. You feel me? Like I come from the streets as well, but I know like as far as the talents I got, I talked to God a while back. You feel me? Like as far as trying to get me about the streets and just blessing my journey though, and like saying I ain't gotta touch that. You feel me? Cause that's still an option, but it ain't the option for me for real. You hear me? But so my twin, he's still a street guy. You feel me though? Like so. We barely be around each other. I still go to see him and stuff from time to time. You hear me? Like we still link up and shit like that from time to time. But yeah, that's just basically where we at on that level.
Okay. And along with the siblings again, like when you guys was growing up, what type of things did y'all used to do? Like just having fun, being kids, and
I mean, being kids, like I could just look back on like just basically just neighborhood kids playing playing tag football, you feel me though, like basketball all the time, fixing bikes up and just riding around the neighborhood, 30 deep on bikes, shit like that, like, you know what I mean? But it was pretty slick. We made the best out of what we had, especially coming from the hood going to the suburbs. And seeing how the suburb life is, so you feel me? Like that's when we was witnessing like people getting allowances and stuff like that. And once we run back, tell our people like, okay, I heard they get allowance because we get allowance. They like, boy, you gonna get on my face with that, yeah, man, boy. Yeah, it was a unique transition though, coming from the hood to the suburb.
Okay, so as you got a little older. High school. Where'd you go to high school at?
Wynn Woods.
Okay.
When I went though, that's when I went.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I ain't really support Wynn Woods at all.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what was when you did go, or even when you didn't? What was the, I guess, experience like? Just those higher teenage years, developing to a man and all of that.
I mean, by that time, I had couple hustles, you feel me, like street hustles, and that kept me like for real, like not really interested in school or learning about what they had to offer. And like I said, I was already not supportive, so I don't know, I just really just shied away from actually attending school. Yeah, man, on that type of level. I didn't graduate. I got my GED in prison.
Gotcha.
2006. Yeah, 2006.
Okay, so you were about how old in 06?
26.
Gotcha. Okay, so.
No, matter of fact, I was 23. I turned 23 in the joint.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah. I had to add it up,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
23. So.
That's one thing, I'm not good at math, so don't.
Yeah.
You can ask away, but hey, it is what it's gonna be.
Right. So, you mentioned that little stint. You want to elaborate on that, or can you? Or?
Yeah, I was locked up for a year. I was charged with drug trafficking cocaine. I mean, I sold to an informant and had to do a year, and which was like the most craziest uniqueness year of my life, because I visioned being in prison. Like I had a deja vu. Yeah, man.
Before it happened.
Way before it happened. Like way before it happened. And when I seen it, like, I dream a lot. I see a lot of things. But like I really didn't pinpoint until I was actually in jail. And when I was on the yard, I turned around and seen exactly what I visioned. Like me looking at the yard, it was in the winter time, you feel me? Wasn't nobody on the yard or nothing like that, but the people who worked out for real, like, yeah, man. So, and we weren't even working out, we were just out, probably just getting a little workout in, but a lot of us was just chopping it up for real. And I just so happened to just turn around and just seen like, damn, bro, I seen this. And when I seen it, I was like, damn, like, it just hit me. Like, that's when I really knew, 'cause I think that's like the first time I actually vision something and really like seeing it like, okay, like you really need to pay attention because you in jail and you seen that. Like I've been seeing things, but when it come to that level, it's like, bro, you probably a visionary for real. So like, but I went there. My first couple months of my bid, I had to go to CRC. That's like the main spot where they send everybody in Ohio. And I was in there for probably like 2 months, like longer than I was supposed to be in there. You hear me though? But during that time, I had ran through like a couple bunkies and stuff. Like bunkies is the people that you shack up with when you're in there. And like my last bunkie before I left, I ran into he was an artist. So he popped in there and shit like I hit him with the same shit I've been hitting all my bunkies. Like, shit, you need somebody to draw some shit for you? You need something drawn up? Like, I'm an artist, like. So I believe he hit me with that before I even got that ass help, like. So I'm like, oh, you draw? Like, he like, yeah. I'm like, well, let me see what you got. Yeah, man, bro, he showed me some shit. I was like, oh, damn, bro, you colder than me. Yeah, man, that was like a shocker for me because I don't meet too many artists that is, like, you know what I mean? So, like, his name Timothy Simon. Like, he actually motherfucking draw, like, portraits. Like, he drew, like, what was this, 2006? He was drawing 22 Cadillacs. Like, he could draw, like, futuristic, like, whips. Like, yeah, man, he was drawing them already back then, though. But, yeah, though, like, yeah, man, I met him in my first bid and stuff like that. He actually, like, helped perfect my art. Yeah, man, because when I was drawing people, it wasn't on point. You know, like, so he actually told me, like when you draw women and kids, you got to kind of be, like, softer with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to be more delicate when you drawing them, it seemed like, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, I was just getting all the pointers, and, like, when he'd draw somebody with pencil and pen. So, like, I'm like, okay, boom, boom, boom. I learned all that. I got sent to the prison I was going to, you know what I mean, which was MEPRC. Yeah, I mean, it was like a correctional facility for people who doing like 3 years and less. Yeah, I mean, for people who's like coming from maximum, if they lower their sentence down, they can get there and finish their bids out. Yeah, I mean, so that's where I was at. And I go there, I draw a picture and shit though, like, and I'm thinking I'm about to use the skills he taught me though. Like, okay, I drew this picture of this nurse. Like, she was like a sexy nurse type shit. Like, I drew her, and then I try to outline my shit with the pen like he do. Fuck the picture up, bro. I was sorry. I say, damn, like, and I just let it be what it was and shit. I say, you know what? I'ma just do it my way. Like, learn what he taught me and shit, but just do it my way. Like, and then ever since then though, man, my whole bid I was drawing for the inmates, the COs. Like, my girl at the time and shit, she was sending cheese and shit though, but she really didn't have to. Like, I was already on my hustle shit in there, like, on my GrindStein shit there, like, you know what I mean? Like, I talk a whole lot about that shit in my song Passion, you feel me, off the album, so.
Right. So, when did you realize you could draw? When did that come about?
Oh, boy, when I was like, I had to be probably about like 5 or 6, but like my oldest brother Rob, he draw, and at the time and stuff though, like my granny, she painted all that too, like, so we got an artistic family, like, but what I was witnessing, the only people I was witnessing as far as the artistic side was my granny and my oldest brother. And I was looking up to my oldest brother, like, when he was drunk, I always look over and see him what he doing, and then I go ahead and mimic it on my own personal time. So it was one time I come in, I'm drawing one of his roses he drew, like his signature rose. He draw, I copied it and just say, okay, I'm about to do that. He come in thinking I'm drawing on his artwork. You hear me? Boom, boom, beat me up, bro. What you doing? Like, I'm like, hold on, man, this is mine. Like, I'm doing this, like. So that's when he noticed that I can actually draw. You feel me though? Like, you know what I mean? But I was probably about like 5 or 6, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And going back 1 second,
Right.
you said you turned into an informant. Is that what you said?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you said that.
You said I turned into an informant?
Yeah.
What part was that?
I thought you said you turned into an informant and only did 1 year.
Nah. I did a year, but never no informant.
I could have swore you said something about an informant. Okay, I was gonna ask.
Nah.
What did you say like that? We can edit this.
That's what I'm trying to. Nah. We gonna keep it in. I'm trying to remember.
It sounded like you said, yeah, I did a. You was talking. I asked you what. Explain the situation.
I served an informant. That's what. Okay. Now I remember. Like,
I heard that wrong. I thought you said. And then I turned into a informant.
Hell nah. Never that, bro. Never that. I really like if I really knew like law for real, I could have beat everything.
Right.
You hear me? I just didn't know shit about it.
Right.
You feel me at the time? Yeah, man. And like I said, that's just God working though. You feel me? I was supposed to do that time. You know what I mean? Like if I knew about it, then I probably wouldn't have went there and seen the deja vu I had.
Right.
You know what I mean? And really want to start looking at life how I look at it. Like, you know what I mean?
So I should have started with this question, but GrindStein.
Yeah.
Explain that. Explain how the name came about.
The name came up, I believe I gave that to myself when I was probably like 12 or 13. I'm 37 right now, you feel me? Like, but it was just me just thinking like they called me L Money. That was my street name and shit. A lot of people who grew up with me, they still call me that, Money or L Money like that. Okay. But I gave myself GrindStein because I'm like man, I feel like I gotta be different than the rest, like as far as how we hustle. Like, man, I gotta be smart with my hustle, bro. Like I know I'm smart with my hustle. Like, so I'm like, shit, I think I should go by GrindStein. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that just explained it all. Like, you know what I mean? It's like Einstein, but I'm just a nigga who's smart with my hustle. Like, you know what I mean? So I went for GrindStein, you know what I mean? I went from there.
Okay, so you did your year, you got out. What was your mindset when you got home?
My mindset was not to go back. You feel me? Like the whole journey, like the solid individuals that I was coming across who like seen like, oh bro, you stupid talented, man. Like, you'll be a fool to come back here. Like, a couple people told me not to come back. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we better not see you in this motherfucker on some threatening shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So that just showed me how much they fuck with my passion and how much they believed in me. Like, bro, like, you don't even need to be in this space for real. You hear me? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, my whole mentality was just, all right, boom, let me get on my hustles the way I know. So I started drawing, boom, boom, boom. Learn how to go to Kinko's, print my shit up, boom, boom, boom. I go to Dollar Tree, get some dollar frames, boom, boom, boom. I cut my shit out, frame these pictures up, you know what I mean? I go in front of Family Dollar in Finneytown and motherfucking sell my artwork. I print out some music, I make some CDs and shit like that, print my music out, and I just set my own little store up. You know what I mean? Like, I make sure, like, for the customers that's coming out of Family Dollar, like, if you leave it, if you then left, with, like if it's an older person coming out, they got a basket and shit like that, I often bring their basket back. I try to do as much courteous stuff in front of the spot so they know I'm just not loitering. Like, I'm just not just out here just panhandling people, though, you feel me, though? Like, so I end up getting cool with the people who work at Family Dollar. Like, I asked them, like, yeah, I mean, do y'all mind if I get out here and sell my stuff? Like, they like, go ahead, do you. So I was just doing that, man. Like, basically, I really got to my legal hustle ever since then. Yeah, man.
Right. So you started to touch on it, but you are artist, designer, rapper, and recently an actor. Anything, is that pretty much the four main things that you...
I'm a barber, too.
And a barber. Okay.
Yeah. And I also do landscaping.
Right.
And landscaping is an art itself too, so
it is.
Yeah, man.
Lawn barber.
Yeah. It's the Lawn Barber, DEE Lawn Barber, LLC now. Yeah.
So you already kind of talked about the artistry, moving into the fashion aspect, the designing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. How'd you get into that?
Okay. Shout out Natty Fresco. You know what I mean, bro? He got a brand called 80 Fresco. Before that, shout out to Trillers. You feel me? Like, he's the one Trill, he a rapper out here. I mean that probably known by everybody. You feel me? Like, but I was cutting up Trill one day, and Trill was on the phone with Natty Fresco and telling him like, yeah, bro, I'm getting cut up. I'll holler at you in a minute. Like, and dude was like, hey man, can he cut me up? So he was like, bro, you trying to get some more? You know, I'm on it. Like, fuck, where you at? All right, so pull up over there. I'm chopping him up. Come to find out, bro, he got muscular dystrophy. Like, I mean, that's like when your muscles like slowly deteriorate over the years. You know what I mean? Like, and you really just get weaker and weaker. Like, you know what I mean? So at this time, I'm looking at it like I'm cutting him up. He telling me all about his clothing brand, and then I tell him like what I be on as an artist and stuff. You feel me? He like, man, I'm looking for an artist though. You feel me? Like an apprentice who can, you know what I mean, help learn the stuff that I'm doing to help me out. Like, so I'm like, boom, all right, well shit, it sounds interesting. Like, you know what I mean? So ever since that day, for probably like 2 years straight, you know what I mean, I was just with bruh, just learning the game. You feel me? Like helping develop his brand as well and shit though. Like, you know what I mean? So 2 years after that, I mean, like, after, like, I was with him for 2 years, and then, like, we went our ways, our separate ways, and then I went ahead and created my own brand. At first, I had something called Studded Creations. It's just something I did with just hella studs and just rhinestones, just all kind of different shit, you feel me? And then, I think it was 2016, I believe it was 2016 when me and my twin went to Miami for our birthday. And I was fucked up, like cheese wise, everything though. Like, yeah, man, I really didn't want to go. You hear me? And I told my twin, like, bro, I ain't got no money for this shit. He like, nigga, did I ask you? Yes, buddy, bro. They called him and booked the flight. Yeah, man. So basically, we went to Miami for our birthday, which was a well-needed getaway, man. You know what I mean? So I went out there, and I'm out there just vibing and shit though, man. As a matter of fact, I think that the song is called, damn, I forgot what song I was banging. So I don't want to throw out the name and fuck it up and forget. But I was listening to a local artist from the Natty though, man, and her music just had me just like zoned out in my head though, like, you know what I mean? And it actually just had me like thinking like, bro, I need to go ahead and come up with this brand. And I came up with my Hands Down brand though, you feel me though, like in Miami, and just thinking like, okay, when I get back, it's go time. You know what I mean? So in 2016 is when I started that, you feel me?
And what, Hands Down, what's that? What's the name we know, but what is that? The
meaning behind it is basically the brand of confidence. You feel me though? Like, it's basically to install the confidence in the people who lack it. Like, confidence in everybody, you feel me? But it's certain things that help tap that out of us. You feel me though? Like, so just like a fresh haircut that bring you into a whole different type of walk, you hear me? A fresh outfit that bring you to a whole different feeling and stuff, a whole different vibe. So my thing was to cater to the people who lack that type of confidence though, you feel me though, like, and then just show them that, like, I mean, regardless though, you feel me, you the best at what you do, hands down, you feel me, like, the best at what you do, you feel me, in your own lane, no competition with nobody, you feel me, because we all great, you know what I mean, like, we all great together. You can't be great on your own without, you know, the help of other individuals. That's how I feel, you feel me, so it's nothing to just, you know, single nobody out. It's just at the end of the day, you know, as an individual, though, you feel me? Like, we here to bring that confidence into you. Right. Amen.
So with the Hands Down, do you got like a certain style when you designing clothes, or are you kind of whatever comes to you, or how, you know, or what do you do in those type of situations?
Like, for a while, how it started was me making custom clothes for each individual. So that's how, like, we really, like, stood out from the rest. It's basically like we cater to each customer. So it's like I want to learn the likes or dislikes from each customer, what you don't like, what you do like to wear, or what's your favorite color, what's your hobbies, what you like to do, what I mean, get your mind going, you know. And I like to take those and incorporate it, like, into their style of clothing, you know what I mean, so something that can just basically represent them. So, like, I know some people that's kind of mellow, you hear me, like that mellow confidence, they just want a polo hands down or something like that. Or I got a client, you know, Miss Jackie Philly, you feel me? Like, she just, wow, everything I put on her, she just got to shine, though, you hear me? So it's just different. It's basically just different type of, yeah, I mean, customers that we aiming to, though, you feel me, though? Like, each one, I just want to basically get their own personal character and bring that out into their style.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so moving on to rapping, a musical artist. How did you start doing that?
It's crazy, man. I think I really gained a real passion for rapping. Like, probably like, it had to be like 90. It was early 90s. I ain't gonna put a certain date on it. It was the early 90s, you feel me? My big influence is Tupac, DMX, rest in peace, both of them, you feel me? Like, Scarface, you hear me? Like, people who really like speak stories, though, you hear me? Like, and how they really put pain on the beat, you feel me? Like Styles P, shit like that, you hear me? Like, but I basically, like, it was like probably like, I don't know, the 4th grade or something. Yeah, it had to be the 4th grade, because we moved to Forest Park, and I just met my best friend at the time, Jesse and shit, stay next door to us. I go ahead and write a cold ass rap, right? Take it to my sister. My sister be like, okay, bro, that's live. I love that. You know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, yeah, boy, we gonna let little Jesse hear this shit real quick. I get out there, spit it to this guy. Boom, 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 boom. He like, I ain't feeling that. I'm like, damn, fuck you mean? Like, bro, like, it just ain't catch me. I said, all right, boom, all right, fuck all that. I go in the house, boom, write another one. Bring it to my sis. She like, oh yeah, that's cold, even colder. You know what I mean? Boom, I'm like, oh, I know this nigga definitely gonna feel this one. I get out there, spit it to him. Yeah. He still ain't impressed. I say, oh, this nigga on some hating shit, man. Like, what the fuck are y'all like? So, did the same thing and shit, though, like, get back in the house. I go ahead and write this one. This time, I'm like, fuck sis, I'm going straight to this nigga. Yeah, big, boom, go highlight him. Like, I spit this because I know this even colder. Like, he still ain't impressed at all, bro. So I stopped bringing my shit to him. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm cool, man. He tripping. But years later, though, bro, this was when we was young, though. Like, it took for us to get, you know what I mean, on our older shit, though. Like, you know what I mean, like I said, everybody go their separate ways. It ain't no love lost. We just, you know what I mean, holding down our households. You feel me? Like, so, like, a couple years ago and shit, though, like, yeah, man, my nigga reached out to me and shit, though. Like, I forgot it was a show or something I was doing or something. I forgot what it was, but, like, we chop it up and shit, though. Like, and he tell me, like, bruh, man, you know I always fuck with your music, bruh. I'm like, bruh, you had a motherfucking nice way of showing that shit. You feel me? Like, he like, bruh, at the time, you told me Big Sis and everybody was fucking with it, and man, you brought it to me and shit. I fuck with it, but I couldn't tell you that shit. You feel me? Every time you did, I'm like, damn, that shit getting colder and colder. Like, I guess it's working by me not telling, you know what I mean, you cold, like, you know what I mean? So, I was like, bruh, like, he was like, at the end of the day, bro, like, I always fuck with it, bro. I always knew you was cold, bro. Like, I just couldn't let you stay on that level. You feel me, though? Like, and once I seen the first time that I told you I ain't fuck with it, and you brought back something colder, and then the shit just kept repeating, I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna say nothing. You feel me? Like, so I'm like, bro, that's cold, though. You feel me, though? Like, and for us to be in the 4th grade and you even thinking like that, me just looking back on it like, dang. Yeah, motherfuckers was different than some young niggas, though. You hear me? Like, yeah, man. So that's basically how I got into that shit, though. You hear me?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So last year you put out a project, artwork.
Yes, sir.
Which, you know, I grabbed a copy of that.
Facts. I appreciate that. And you grabbed some merch. You feel me? Real nigga shit. I salute that.
Where can people listen to artwork right now? That's
Artwork.
your latest project, right?
Yeah, that's the latest project. I plan on dropping, it's July 4th right now, y'all. I'm putting pressure on myself, but I'm built for it. So right now, I plan on dropping at least 5 projects before the year out. You know what I mean? I've been in the booth heavy, you feel me? It's just all about putting shit where it need to be. You know what I mean? But artwork is on all platforms. You know what I mean? Spotify, motherfucking Apple Music, YouTube, if you ain't got all that shit, you feel me though, like, you know what I mean? But it's on all platforms. 19 songs, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's definitely a project, man, worth taking to sit down and listen to.
Gotcha. So move transitioning to, you know, being an actor. You started acting maybe in the last 2 years, right?
Yeah.
What brought you to want to try that? Another form of expression.
Man, it's basically, I feel like acting is the best passion I got over everything right now, bro. You hear me? Like, and I love all my talents, though. You hear me? But I look at acting and shit though, like, I mean, how people make movies, like people make songs. Like, a lot of people and shit in the world, when the artist drop a song, you gonna hear the completion part of it. You ain't gonna hear the whole process of, okay, let's find the beat. You know what I mean? How you feeling first off? Okay, what type of beat you? All right, let's get that type of beat. Boom. Let's get these lyrics. You feel me? Let's get a co-engineer to mix it down right. You hear me though? Like, master it all. You feel me? And then get a video to it. I mean, they don't hear that process. They don't see that process. So, like with the movies, it's the same way. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you only get to see what the last clip is. I mean, the final clip is. And I gained a respect for it when I got on set of Surviving Compton, the Michelet movie. You know what I mean? That was on Lifetime. I was happening to be dropping some outfits off to a friend of mine. And where he was at, they were shooting the movie there on the whole strip. And I'm looking at the whole strip like, what is all this? Like, it's something happening right here. This don't look like the normal Cincinnati, like. So it just so happened I see a friend of mine that I went to school with. You know what I mean? She was the security guard outside of there. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? Like, yeah, man. She like, they shooting the movie. Like, I'm like, damn, for real, how can I be a part of that? She like, first, can you pull over? Cause you stop in traffic. All right, fuck it, let me pull up. I get out, chop it up with her and shit. Like, she like, shit, all you gotta do is just go talk to them. Like, somebody will tell you something. You know what I mean? Went down there and chopped it up with a few people and shit though, like, and actually like got some information, some contacts on how to actually apply that stuff. Like, so I ended up being in that movie though, you feel me though, like in the Michelet movie, like, and being on set, like my first day, I think we was in Ross, Ohio. Is that what I believe that's what the Rosa Parks Elementary is? Somewhere, wherever that's at is like the location we was at. It might not be Ross, it might be, it's somewhere past Hamilton and all that shit though. But we was shooting there and just seeing how like the trailers is as far as, okay, dressing, rehearsing, makeup and all that shit though, like, and then once you get on set, how many takes it take, I say like, okay, then I was in so many different takes, but at the end of the movie, like once they actually brought the movie out, I went in nothing. You know what I mean? Like the closest I was that was in that movie, it was blurred out. You know what I mean? But I looked at it like when the movie like dropped and all that, I was studying and I was like, so all that's how y'all put all this together. Like y'all really just, y'all get the best of the best. Y'all get y'all editors, y'all get the motherfuckers behind the scene, the music, and y'all build this, and then it's just y'all making something from it. You know what I mean? So that was like, I think that was the first movie I was in. I had to be, and then we linked up.
And so, how many projects have you done so far?
So far, it's been the Michelet. I had another movie I was supposed to be in, messing with those casting, like with the Michelet people, but when I went there, they didn't need me, but they still paid me. I said, damn, okay then. I'ma just sit and just peep the scene though. I really still want to be in it. Like, don't just give me the money. Like, I want to be in it. You feel me? But let me see. I was in the Michelin. I've been in three projects here. Yeah. I got four. I got four up under my belt.
So yeah, you was in the film If as a
I was in If,
officer.
the police officer. I was Daddy, and Mixer.
And you were the fighting man.
I was the fighting man in Homage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, matter of fact, I got 5 projects. I was with 4 with you. We did the Popeye's chicken joint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Where I played hold on, what was his name? Cal, I wasn't Cal. Dwayne. I was Dwayne. What's his name's boyfriend? Vanessa's boyfriend, so I think Gina's boyfriend. Yeah, damn.
We don't know who Gina is still, but
Yeah.
somebody.
We gonna have to find Gina. Gina, if you we looking for
Okay. So, with those 4 different things, fashion, rapping, acting, artistry, what are you looking forward to? I know you mentioned you're trying to put out 5 projects of music. What else are you looking forward to in the next 6 months to a year?
6 months to a year. Basically, I'm going to be a part of October 10th. I'm gonna be a part of a battle of the boutiques going on. This will be the 2nd year that Kim Taylor is throwing. So basically, it's really like I'm aiming at all music for real. Like, performances and dropping projects. Like I got a project coming up with Cheese from Mac and Cheese though. Like, in Philly. Yeah, Gilly Sons and shit. Like, I got a project with them coming out. So that's on some live shit as far as that. You feel me? Like, I'm reaching out. Trying to connect the dots outside the city. I plan on doing a project with Fiend. Down there with No Limit. I got a song with Wallow 267. That's actually Mac and Cheese uncle. That's Gilly brother. Gilly cousin. You feel me though? Like, and they all from Philadelphia and shit though. Like, so basically, I just plan on connecting more dots though, man. You feel me? Like, I really don't know what the future holds. You feel me? I really I haven't wrote anything down like I need to. Like, that's a good advice I'm gonna give y'all, to always write shit down. You feel me? Like, no matter if you think your memory is the best thing, you feel me? Always write it down though. You hear me? But ain't nothing been wrote down. But right now and shit though, like, the goal is to just push all this music heavily, get these projects out. And still connect the dots with other musics outside other music artists outside the city.
Okay. Making another transition, kind of random, not that random, but you a sports fan at all?
I used to be, but it's crazy since like I got into this fashion. Like, I don't watch TV no more. Yeah, like I barely watch TV. You feel me? Only time I'm into the sports for real is like playoffs or probably like the last game. You hear me? Like, that's probably the only ones I'm gonna really tune into. But I'm always like a sports fan, like, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I just feel like I've been off the radar for the last probably like 5 years. Yeah, man. I could play my mans in 2K. That's the thing and shit where we have our little competitions. If we playing with the people from the day, I don't know who I'm picking. You feel me? Like, if they LeBron, Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? Just the norm that I know, like all the new goons and shit, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And bro, he'll pick the newest one. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, yeah, man, but yeah, I fuck with it though.
Okay.
Bengals. I'ma always be a diehard Bengals fan. You hear me? That's just the city. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? So the wins and the losses, I'm embrace them all. You feel me? As far as the coaches and all that shit, as far as getting into the politics about it, That's not my aim. I'm from the city, and I'm a rock with my team. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I understand.
yeah.
So, also just current events wise, I guess. Recently, the officer, I think it's Derek Chauvin or whatever, the guy who killed George Floyd,
Right.
he got sentenced to like 22 and a half years for that. What do you think about that sentence?
Really? What I know about that sentence is that's how God moved. You feel me? That's how God wanted to play it. And man, at the end of the day, like me personally, like it ain't solid, man. You feel me? Like some shit can it's just I feel like God forgive me, but when it comes to a situation like that, man, you intentionally taking somebody's life like that on camera and you feeling like this is just you can do this. Like, yeah, man, they gotta be done to you, bro. You feel me? That definitely gotta be done. You feel me? The same way. Just like they took everybody else out. You feel me? But that's just how I feel about it, bro. I really don't get too deep on that shit, but yeah.
I feel you. I mean, apparently, I think I heard that the family was felt like justice was served with that. I think some other people was like 22 and a half years. I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, it's a chance to, be free again. It's a time when he could be free again. A lot of different.
Now, if the family and shit cool with it, you feel me? Like, it ain't really too much anybody else can say.
Right.
You know what I mean? That really holds some weight.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's like, shit, nah. The money, all that shit, nah, ain't none of that worth it, bro. Y'all gonna really have to give me some stuff. Look, man, y'all owe down too much already. Y'all doing too much already. So when it comes to what y'all need to give us, or what's really ours and shit, or what we feel like should be ours, whatever it is, because at the end of the day, I feel like the world, I'm bigger than just wherever. I'm a global. I'm thinking global. Like, you feel me? Like, it's so many spots we ain't even touched yet that we can claim that ain't got none of this type of dirt on it. You feel me though? Like, so I'm thinking bigger than that though. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like, situation like that's always gonna be fucked up, bro.
So, you got a little bit of your merchandise with you. What can you show us?
Yeah,
you got some stuff in the back too. All of that.
Oh, okay then. Oh yeah, we back here. I was showing y'all the custom shit.
Oh yeah, that's cool too.
That's that motherfucking artwork. That's that motherfucking Stein merch. Yeah, man. Both of these you can get on the site. Definitely both of these you get on the site.
Half Einstein, is that half you on there or just?
Yeah, I'm right in the middle, man.
Oh, you're in the middle.
Yeah. That's me. That's Frankenstein. That's Einstein. Yeah, man.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And where can they go to get merchandise?
We're gonna drop the link down, man. It's
Yeah, we'll have the link in.
Yeah. We'll put the link because it's kind of a long kind of link. Yeah, okay. But we'll put it in there though.
Right. So I mean, is there anything else as we wrap up here that you I don't know, feel like you want to say or anything like that? Or
damn, I forgot.
Whatever.
I also got a feature coming up with Guillotine, man. He out of New York, man. We never met yet, you feel me though, but we a part of the Swear family. Shout out to motherfucking Drizzle Dollar, you feel me, down there in Atlanta Ave, you feel me? One of the most solid motivational speakers and shit, like street motivational speakers. I call him a motivational speaker. He probably won't claim that. I ain't no telling, but you know what I mean? Bruh be on this preaching shit, you feel me? But I plan on doing a feature with Drizzle Dollar, but I definitely got one locked in with Guillotine. Yeah, man. So shout out to y'all too, though. You feel me though? Like for real. Shout out to the whole Swear family. You hear me? Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. got a lot of information from you. Good talk, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
To be the first, you know, the first one the first one we're gonna drop.
All right.
You know, it's I wanted to get somebody, you know, good, interesting, that was gonna keep it real, stuff like that.
Always,
so,
man.
You know, I'm happy that I got you on here.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I'm definitely looking for more projects on your end too, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man. You know, we've been talking. Yeah.
We got some.
We'll
things
keep it on
that end too. Yeah.
For
sure. So yeah, man. Appreciate it.
It's all love.
Until next time, GrindStein.
Facts.
I'll get with you.
I'm glad you say the name right. A lot of people say GrindStein. I got a lady call me Stan. I just roll with it. You feel me? I'm just roll with it. Yeah, man. I don't know what she seen or what she heard, but yeah, man, she's solid though. Shout out to the funnel cake lady.
All right.